How important is labelling in our industry? It's critical because we're in the agri-chemical business. Information on the label is critical to the end user, to the customer who buys the product and sells it to the end user. Like the farmer, for example, needs to read the details of the product. Now with data manufacture and the GTIN, the farmer can actually scan our product and go into a database and see all the details about the product that we are selling him, right down to the raw materials that are in that product, pack sizes, everything. So the industry has got this kind of full traceability. That's what they set out to do, and that's what they have now. The reason we asked AIS to come in and look at this label solution was we had a requirement from our French customers to put 2D matrix on all our product that we sold into France. This came as a directive. It was kind of a do or die situation. If we didn't do this, we did not have the customers in France. There was a group of our competitors and customers all got together and they came up with this, what they call SC Trace, for products to be traceable in Europe. So we looked at how we would kind of do this, and we started off by using simple methods that we had in-house, and they didn't work, like ink jetting onto plastic didn't work. Then we looked at trying to find a solution on our existing label. Our labels are quite comprehensive. There's a lot of busyness in them. They're concertina, so they you know, and we just couldn't find a spot on the label to put the 2D matrix information. The data that was required was the GTIN of the product, the batch number, and the date of manufacture. So what we decided to do, we called in AIS. We told them about our problem. Now this was probably a year into after looking at trying to sort it ourselves, and they came up with this magic solution, if you like, with putting it on the cap, which we never really considered. And then they said that they had a machine to do it, so really that's where it started.
So I came out, we took the samples back, we had an engineering meeting in the office, and the solution that we proposed at the time was a CAB solution, print and apply Hermes Plus. And the reason that we went for that was the footprint. It's no bigger than most label printers, so the footprint is quite small compared to other manufacturers of print and apply units. And we suggested putting the label on the cap because it was the only common place between all the different shaped products. So that was the big challenge that we seen, and we think we came up with a very good solution for it. So print and apply a label onto the cap of each product and scan it to make sure that it's the correct product.
We were looking at a new label machine on a line where we've 3 other labeling machines, and we were kind of seeing that as an overhead, and we wanted to try and get some value out of this project outside of just putting the label on the product. And you suggested we look at some software, and that was fantastic because that integrated with our ERP system. So now when we scan the work order, that data, all the data we need for each of the printing machines is fed into each machine and then just automatically labelled, where before we had to get the operator to key in that data every time for every work order. So that has taken a huge headache out of the process for the operator.
AIS came in with a solution. We were struggling for the solution. Overall, I'd have to say we're fairly happy. We did it on the pilot activity. We took in one machine last year, and we piloted that for a good 3 months till we are happy with the solution. And since then, I think we've rolled out now to about 6 machines in Barclays, and I think that tells us that we are happy with the quality of the machine, the support from AIS, the support from CAB. So with probably future development, we'll get more machines in.
see a benefit in having partners and working with them. They're not just supplying us a piece of equipment to ship out to a factory. They work with us on the solution. They provide all the input that we require, and they value their partners.